Morning, fuckers, and welcome back to a new video. It's literally 11:46 a.m. It's almost afternoon, but still, it's sadly morning. So, whatever. This is my day off. It's between my GED days, but whatever. And then next week, we have fucking class brunch, so that's cool. Yeah. Getting very close to the end of the quarter, though, for the stuff with the GED, but whatever. Anyway, back to the fucking game. Enough of the real life bullshit. So, I discovered recently that I didn't discover, I just looked back at the videos I watched when I first found Tennis Ace, and I realized that day 11 is when the prologue ends, and we're only on day 3. So, buckle up, boys. We're in it for the long haul, I can tell you that. Alright, there's that bell again. Why is that always the stereotypical just thing? Like, like, I don't get it. The bell. It's having such a nice dream too, though. Like, yeah. Yes, sleeping in class. That's totally gonna help with your grades. So very smart. I should know. I literally spent, like, I slept through so much class, and I was held back because of it. This is not something you do. I was having such a nice dream too, though I can't remember anymore. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. Hey! Oh, he's so cute. Jungkoon walks up to me, his lunchbox in hand, giving me an energetic greeting. Seeing him so full of energy is refreshing. Although that's probably because I myself have none at the moment. You ever eat together? He asks this exact same question every single day, even though the answer is always the same. It's called common courtesy, dude. Well, I wouldn't call it that in this case. It's more like, I don't feel worthy to eat with you, considering what we find out later about this dude, but still. During the first 2 days or so, I found it pretty annoying, but now it's a bit funny. Guess he's a creature of habit. Oh. It's the dreamboat. Morning. Now it's Suichi's turn to show up. After we studied together for so long, it feels so weird not having him around this year. Or at least it did the first 2 days of class, and he started showing up here all the time. And now it just feels like nothing's changed. Good morning, Suichi-san. Suichi's reaction to be called San continues to be as amusing as ever. Suichi certainly is a weird person. He treats everyone with extreme deference and politeness, but the minute he becomes just slightly friendly with them, he completely drops all of that. And what's more mind-boggling is that he expects them to do the same without ever telling them. Yeah, that's not exactly a thing that's a bit of a downside. And I think it has something to do with his family life, but whatever. Because, like, he's supposed to do the same without ever telling them. Yeah, that's trauma-related, I think. But then again, it's in his nature to be too considerate of other people. Never complain about it. I don't like that. If I asked him, he'd probably just say that he'd be too petty to complain about something that small. Well, it's at least good to see that even after being placed in another class, Suichi is still Suichi. But you thought that being dropped into a different class would change his I don't understand that logic. I really don't. Good morning, Jungkoon. It's literally morning for me now, so this is kind of crazy. Still, it was scary to see how easily these two hit it off. Normally, it'd be awkward around people you only just met, but Suichi quickly eased Jungkoon into a little group. As a result, whenever Jun was hanging out with me, he was clinging to Suichi. I see what Jun's doing there. What the fuck? Osu! Saya's greed is the complete opposite of Suichi's, loud and full of energy. That's Saya, alright. Yeah, she's also fucking annoying. She doesn't seem to show any sign of being affected by the Spartan training that's been happening this week. Dude, that's not Spartan training, that's just training. Like, seriously, you don't want to know how the Spartans were trained their entire lives to be fucking... History of that is fucking awful to read about. It's just horrifying. Wish I could say that it's also refreshing, but it just pisses me off. Osu! Suichi imitates her greeting, listening to a laugh from the bunny. Oh, Michiguchi-san, good morning. Sai gives June a nod of her head, launches greeting, and proceeds to pull up a chair to my desk. By the way, Alexson, how you holding up? Think you'll last today's practice? I actually was learning that myself. You seem like you're about to kick the bucket when you went home yesterday. Well, my legs feel like they're on fire, but I'll live. How many sets you played this past week? 50? 95. Sai gets in before you even have time to... I don't know what a set is, so, you know... Seriously, that's like 4 full set matches a day. I feel tired just thinking about it. Which is ironic, given that you overwork your teammates on a regular basis. I don't really think so. I've been doing the same, and it's pretty easy. Sai's crazy assertion shocks Suichi so much that he chokes on a piece of meat, nearly knocking down Jun's foot as he hits the table. Yeah, but you're a demon when it comes to stamina. What? How rude. If she held the other club members to her standards, we'd all have died a long time ago. Sai crosses her arms, pouting. For some reason, probably the exhaustion affected my judgment, I find this to be absolutely hilarious. It hurts when I laugh. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Don't worry about him, Kobayashi-kun. He deserves it. Are you seriously I deserve being pain because I laughed? Give me a break. That's a little harsh, even from you. Don't worry, I'm completely fine now. That's a lie. By the way, what's the score so far? I feel like someone just threw a bucket of cold water over me. 95-0. Suichi chokes once again. Jun wasn't caught by surprise this time, merely picking up his food and holding away from the desk. Guess he's starting to get used to us, huh? You haven't won a single set? Sheesh, talk about the bad running. You guys are gonna kill me like this. Well, at least you're not commenting on this topic. I already feel a bit better because of that. Boys have it rough, though. Both Kaido, I mean, Murasaki-san and Sasaki-san are ranked over 300 in the WTF? Okay, what the fuck? Suichi was in admiration. That's impressive, since he made his professorial debut 2 years ago. I thought he was still around the 700 ranks. I thought they were just regular college students. Well, I don't blame Ju for not understanding, since he doesn't know the first thing about tennis. Honestly, though, I think after watching you play for like a day, you would think he would like start to pick up on it if he's smart enough. I'm sure in other sport, if he said someone was running 300, no one would probably think much of it, but considering how many athletes are registered in the WTF, it's kind of impressive. They're going through college, yes, but they're in a sports program with one of the top training centers in the world. It's not even comparable to the stuff we have in Japan. Sai is starting to get pretty excited. She's usually a big fan of anything related to tennis, so isn't much of a surprise. Been there once, haven't you? Now that you mention it, I think I remember something like that. Jesus, dude. Almost as if she were waiting for someone to ask her that question, Sai immediately props herself up on the table with a giant smile on her face. Oh, the first murder eyes from Jun. She nearly knocked Jun's food down, but once again he managed to get out of the way just in time. Although his face still isn't exactly happy about it, the constant attacks on his food. We finally get to see the murder eyes for him. Yeah, I went over to the US last year to visit Kaido. What was it like over there? No, Jun-kun, don't go there. Once she starts talking, you can't get her to shut up. It was pretty confusing. Everyone was English, and I kept getting lost, but their equipment was top class, and every athlete had a personal instructor. It was so awesome. I knew it. Suichi tries to say something, but gets cut off by Sai immediately. And they each have over 60 courts, each... Oh, okay. Actually, wow. I fucking love there's so much animation in the character sprites. Suichi reaches for Sai's shoulder, holding her tightly and pushing her back into her seat with much resistance. She simply goes along with having learned to resist Suichi when he gets a little forceful like this. After all, he's much stronger than any of us, so there's really no point. Okay. Sounds like it was terrific, but could you please settle down? We're trying to have a conversation here, not a monologue.
Spoil sport.
Yeah, how dare I? I'm such a horrible person. The usual spiel, right? He's completely unaffected by it. Well, the training center does sound pretty good, though. Why don't you apply there too, Alex? If Murasaki-senpai improved that much in just 2 years, think of what it could potentially do for you. Wouldn't work. I'd only be allowed to use the center if I were a student at the university. Plus, it's one of the most highly sought-after tennis programs in the U.S. Getting in will be insanely difficult, unless I studied like crazy in addition to being high ranked in the national juniors rank. Suichi crossed his arms, looking annoyed. And that would be a problem because I'm sorry, why? Be a waste of time. I already know I'm going pro, so what would be the point of wasting my time going to college? If I have that much free time, I might as well use it for tennis. Suichi shifts in his seat, looking away from me. It's easy to know what's going on in his mind right now, only partly because this argument's been happening a lot over the past year. He can't accept my decision and thinks that I'm being reckless with refusing to go to college in case my career as a pro doesn't pan out. He's kinda right, though. Like, seriously. But at the same time, he's far too considerate to just say it outright. You're an open book, Suichi. Doesn't hurt to have a fallback plan in case you... I don't need one. I plan to devote all my time to tennis as soon as I finish school. Shouldn't you be looking to do the same? Why were they being childish? You literally are, dude. You need a fucking backup plan. Suichi agreed with me halfway, but I just don't want to compromise. His expression had darkened for only just a moment. The came went so fast that you'd missed if you blinked. But regardless, it was there. He's not as good as masking his emotions as he thinks he is. Besides, it's probably an attempt to recompose himself. I already told you I'm not going pro, remember? Though he tries to say it. Oh, I read that completely wrong, whatever. While he tries to say it as calmly as he can, his voice comes out in a monotone. That alone is enough to tell me I'm stepping close to dangerous territory. It's not like this is the first time we've talked about this, so I've already tried to convince him many times, and he always shot me down without even giving me a chance. My mind keeps telling me that it was nothing to do with me. I'm not the only one that make that choice. I should just let it go. But before I know it, my frustration and annoyance well up so much that I can't keep my mouth shut. It's just so frustrating to see someone with this much skill completely giving up on something they're good at. Sure, I guess. Throughout this entire exchange, June's expression ranged confused or uncomfortable. It's easy to see how this affects him, considering he has no idea what's going on. I get that's a patterning of like his fur, but it looks like an eye patch. Like, I can't help but see that. Sai, on the other hand, did as she always does. She acted as if nothing was happening, so she steered away from the drama. Sly bunny. Dumb fox. I'm sorry. Many minutes after the other two have already left, June still looked uncomfortable after our argument. I swear, I hate seeing him like this. The mood was so ruined at our table that Suichi and Saya just quietly finished their meals and left another word. Come to think of it, since June only recently met us, he's never seen Suichi and I argue before. Sorry, June, I should be more mindful of you. You alright, Jun-kun?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little lost. Do you guys argue like that a lot?
No, not a lot, but sometimes.
No friendship is perfect. You can't get through life without a few rough patches here and there.
But the only reason that Suichi and I get that like that at times is because we really care about each other.
I see.
Damn it, this is really gonna be a tank for the rest of the day. Jesus, what have we done?
Oh, and speaking of good RPGs, there's this really old one that I really liked as a kid.
I was wrong. Not 5 minutes after that tense conversation of ours, June's mood has been completely uplifted. I guess I should be relieved about... And I should probably thank Kumagawa for walking our conversation when he heard me awkwardly trying to make conversation about games, but...
I really thought that she would get killed, but the hero showed up at the last second and saved her. It was so cool. It really subverted the trope of...
Actually, if you can't get enough affection points, it's possible to get an alternate ending where she dies. All you have to do is...
You won't shut up about it. When during the final boss fight, you could send help.
My god. Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, once again, the bell brings me back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. I'm gonna make that joke every time. Get used to it. Jeez, I'm having a really hard time to keep myself awake.
Hey.
Once again, I'm Green Ninja Nikolai June. I appreciate his enthusiasm, but don't his batteries ever run out? Oh, whatever, it's too hot right now. I'll just get hotter if I keep worrying too much.
Alex, would you mind if I tag along today? Tag along today too?
I don't particularly mind, but why today?
Those guys have been playing against Leave today, don't they? I just thought I might get to watch your revenge.
Ah, is that so? Crap, why do I suddenly feel even more pressure? Because you know he's counting on you. You know he wants you to win. That is the worst. That is actually the worst, like, stress. When someone is like, you can do it. I know you can. But just, ugh. It's expected it's also unbearably hot in here. Why is it so hot today? We're in the middle of spring. Dude. Please don't let this be an indicative of how summer's gonna go. Oh, I know that feeling. Don't think such thoughts, they only make things hotter. Oh, it's this fucking JoJo villain ass boy. Stando Norioku, I'm sorry. Ah, Alex, I was starting to think it'd be late. Sorry I have to make you late. Sorry to have made you wait, senpai. Are you prepared for the qualifiers tomorrow? Murasaki senpai, his expression immediately turned bitter. I guess. I'm still a bit annoyed that I've been able to beat Kenma in a single match so far. I've already noticed that Sasaki-san is crazy good. How'd you even meet anyway? We go to the same college. Isn't it normal that we'd know each other? Although once Kenma graduates in the year, it's gonna be pretty lonely. Sasaki-san is a senior? Yeah, he's the oldest Japanese player in the program. Not that there isn't much of a surprise, though, since there's only 3 of us there to begin with. Kenma used to be the #1 player in Japan during his time, you know? He's a pretty big deal in the program. I swear, I'm rewatching Monster, the anime right now, and like every time I see that, I'm just like, interesting. He switched his profession from doctor to tennis player somehow. Really? How many players do you guys have over there, even at your training center? We have 60 or so guys, I think. Kenma's the highest rank of them all, can you believe it? Wow, I had no idea Sasaki-san was doing so well. Guess it comes as no surprise that he's such a strong opponent. What about you, senpai? How do you fare in the program? Me? I'm doing okay, I guess. What's your internal rank, then? Man, you're not gonna let this go, huh? I'm 37. A real far cry from Sasaki-san, then. Wonder, what's someone like Sasaki-san still doing competing in challenger events? What about your WTF ranks? I should probably have looked into it, but with so much going on recently, I forgot to. I'm number 316. Not too shabby, huh? This is why I was already smug. Yeah, you're doing pretty good for yourself considering how you've only been at it for 2 years. What about Sasaki-san? Kenma, he's 180. Whistle admiration. It looks like he's covered in a different cloth entirely. He's only been at it for longer. I can totally beat him. I just need more experience. Is that so? Well, in that case, I can hardly wait to see what you're going to do when you get more of this magical skill gap closing experience you're going on about. Kenma? Mikado-san sent me here to fetch you since we're about to begin practice. I suppose you'd rather stay here and boast your former underclassmen. Kenma, wait a second. I have deja vu bells ringing all around my head watching these two interact. Alex, could you get started with your preparation? Suppose won't be able to stay with us for the entire day like I have for the past few days, so only get one match against each of them. Yes, sir. I don't know. That's the voice I gave him last time, so I'm sticking with it. Guess I should start warming up then. Oh no, I think this is the day with the first quick time events. I turn around to talk to June, who's been silently watching me since we first walked in the building. Well, except for when I was getting changed. During that time, he was awkwardly clicking away with his face beat red. Are you sure of me just leaving you here? It can't be that interesting just watching your parents not doing anything. Don't worry about it, I have fun watching. Well, I guess I'll just do as he says then. Alright, if you say so, I'm gonna get started on my warm-up, but feel free to come talk to me until the match starts.
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna get started on our first match of the day. Murasaki versus Michimiya. Now, Alex Gunn, do try to win at least once, will ya? Shut up, I'm already trying to. Stupid crocodile, sticking the stupid nose where it's not needed. Murasaki-senpai smiles at me, giving an okay signal. Just like in our first match, he's asked me to take the first serve. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm afraid of getting it easily broken like last time, but I want to test myself. I can feel that I made substantial progress since our first match. I want to believe that I can at least keep my serve, if not outright win a set. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't tell me I have to make fucking quick choices here. Alright, it's time to get rid of all that sleepiness and laziness I've been feeling all day. Now is I need to focus the most. I toss the ball in there and hit with as much power as I can. As the ball leaves my racket, I can already tell it's going to be a good serve. Unlike in our first match, where he easily reached most of my serves, this time Senpai barely reaches the ball in time to hit it back, returning a weak slice right back. I say weak, but in reality there aren't many players in my age class that can return such a ball in such a tight spot. The way it is right now, even if I have the advantage, I can't just clinch the point like I usually do. I have to be very careful the placement for my shots. Make a mistake in my shots, so oh no. This seems like it's built up to a choice. Or not. I still look for a shallow cross-court headband at an acute angle. Yeah, that's an acute, alright. Usually a fast angle shot would most certainly score the point, at least where the junior level is concerned, but Murasaki-senpai's defensive range is so ridiculous that he'll surely reach. He managed to return the ball at the last second. He then immediately starts running towards the net. Seems off to draw him out there by force. No matter, I was already expecting this development anyway. That's funny. Instead of relying on some delicate control I don't have, I just decide to spike the ball with everything I have to the other side of the court. Holy shit, okay. Only mess with Big Crit, I managed to drive the ball past him, scoring the point. 15 love. I'm sorry, the fucking voice for him is ridiculous, but whatever. The look in his face tells me he's frustrated. Well, of course he'd be. For someone looking to play serve and volley, not being allowed to get to the net is one of the most annoying things possible. Even if he's leveled up at all parameters, as long as I don't allow him to surprise me, he shouldn't be able to just walk over me. I can put up a fight. Oh, of course. And this time I attack with the slower, albeit much more spin-oriented serve. The sudden change in rotation catches him by surprise, forcing an error. What, you already what? 30 love. Yes! Put my fist in the air. All those endless hours of practice are paying off. I've somehow managed to develop my skills during this week of hellish training. And yet Murasaki-senpai doesn't look all too worried about it. Either he has the greatest poker face in the world, or he doesn't think it could have caught up to him in these 5 days. I'll show him. As soon as the play starts again, I'll make sure to pin him down with my serve. His baseline game has certainly improved. It's come to a point where he can even hold me, a dedicated baseliner, back. Still, there's nothing more than a difference in experience. To begin with, there's never been any fundamental difference in the way the two of us hit our ground strokes. He just knows how to use them better. In that case, instead of trying to corner my strokes, I'll just keep him using those legs of his. When I finally allowed myself to properly watch him, I realized that Senpai's strokes were still fairly crude. While his volleys were incredibly delicate and controlled, he wasn't all that confident in his ground strokes. That's when I realized Senpai's true strength. He had a footwork like no other, capable of reaching balls most players would deem unreachable. If you add that to his incredible stamina, Senpai's incredibly aggressive net play was also boosted by his sudden addition of a highly defensive baseline play. Dude, how did you get all this from one day? I'm sorry? Due to that, he could just leisurely stay back whilst looking for an opportunity to attack. There were no traces of his gung-ho aggressive play left in him. Such a style is not all that uncommon nowadays. Dedicated servant volleyers are rare to see in modern tennis to begin with. Most players would go for a balanced approach. That's why I had such a great sense of discomfort when we first started playing. To put it simply, the image I had of Senpai's tennis was simply different from his current style. He has indeed changed a lot over the past few years. I'm sorry, dude, but you had one day to train with this dude, and you've already picked up all of that. That is insanely impressive. Still, I refuse to lose to someone who has conceded the initiative. It is a matter of principle. Even up behind, the only thing I can do is attack. That's the only style I can play. My first serve goes into the net. Well, logic would dictate that I have to lower the difficulty of my next serve. My mind also comprehends that would be no good. If it's not good enough to be an ace, or at least close to it, then it will certainly get countered. So I simply cannot. This time I decided to be more aggressive, going for a wide, flat serve. He's difficulty reaching the ball and ends up setting it closer to the center. Despite my advantage, the longer we keep battling it out in ground strokes, the clearer it becomes that I have no hope of winning in the long run. It was already a miracle that I managed to close the distance enough so as to pressure him like this in only just wait, it's been a week? Okay, that makes more sense. When I thought about that, I really didn't want to lose. Murasaki-senpai attacked my backhand with a rapidly rising topspin shot. Unable to hit the ball properly, I ended up hitting it outside the court. 40-30. Crap, this is tough. This match has been super high-paced since the start to begin with. Even though this is just the first game, I'm feeling incredibly tired already. I'm sure all the accumulated fatigue isn't helping any. By all accounts, I'm in the worst possible physical shape right now due to all the fatigue. Still, I've gotten to a point where I can properly fight it out with him. Now it's not so easy to say he'll win. I have a chance. I managed to make it through with the flat shot aiming close to his body. His return was just shallow enough that I could go for another acute angle towards the other side of the court to score the point. Game Ichimiya 1-0. Murasaki-senpai nods approvingly and we quickly switch courts. He seems rather satisfied for someone who's just lost a game. Well, he wants to see you improve. That's the thing. The fact that he's that good of a sport is honestly amazing. From the corner of my eye, I see that Keikyun has arrived as he began to warm up with Sasaki-san. If I weren't busy with my own match, I would definitely want to watch theirs. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Senpai sets himself up to serve. I mentally prepare myself, running a simulation of his serve in my head. After the first day of matches, Mikado-sensei managed to get us a few tennis radar guns to measure the speed of our shots. Over the past week, Senpai's fastest serve clocked at 210 kilometers per hour, with his average being 189. My fastest serve was, in comparison, only 192 kph, with an average at about 175. It was easy to see where I failed to compare. To make up for my lack of speed, I had to tighten my course and use much riskier shots. As a result, I've had almost 5 times more double faults than usual. Not only that, his serve was much faster than that of the average player on the U18. If I can get used to them, it'll surely help me in the future. Senpai serves, shooting out the fast, flat shot to the center. While he's definitely started to use spin shots more often after going to America, he still favors power over technique. We certainly are alike in that aspect. I still managed to return it, though it is weak. Senpai rushes the net. I try to respond in time, but he quickly puts it away with a drop volley. Yes! Coach whistles. You just clocked 210 on that serve just now. Really? Nice! This won't be that easy to break him, huh? Neither his serve nor his spirit. Well, dude, you just said he favors power over technique like you, so if you try to do a more a more planned out serve or something like that, a move, I'm pretty sure you would catch him off guard, because if he favors power, he's not going to be very good on the brains part. I know that's weird to say, but like, whatever. The high pace of the game doesn't change at any point during the remainder of the set. By the time the score reads 6-5, I already feel like my legs are on fire. I really need to improve my stamina. In the end, it took everything I had to keep my serve, while Senpai did the same effortlessly. Alright, it's time. Get back to the court, you two. That was not the fucking voice. Whatever. These timeouts are the only thing keeping me fresh enough to continue. And I still have to play Sasaki-san after this? Somebody save me! Murasaki-senpai gets in a position to serve, so let me wait at my own mark. This is my last chance to break him. With the way I've been struggling to score, winning at a tiebreak would be pretty much impossible. Make sure to keep his spin serve in mind. Okay. Just myself mumbling under my breath. If it's all I can do just to react to his serve, then I need to start anticipating it. Have I really reached a point where I can't win without having to rely on luck? Oh shit, I steel myself as I go for a wide serve. Even then, when the ball goes towards the center, I'm left frozen in place, not even taking a step towards it. Murasaki-senpai looks at me in shock. Oh jeez, what did I do? I don't like that, no. My instincts scream me to go for the center. I pour every ounce of my reigning strength on my legs and go for it. I am honestly surprised that my racket makes contact. Murasaki-senpai gasps in shock. I put all my power in returning the ball the opposite side of the court. For a second, Senpai freezes. When he finally starts moving, it's already too late. The ball I return paints the end line and scores me the point. 15 love. Yes! Even coach is completely stunned. I'm honestly surprised as well. I hate that I had to rely on my own luck for that return, but I'm thankful. Thanking every single god that I know of that I was able to guess it. Well, I didn't guess it right. Whatever. Still got it. Anyway, Murasaki-senpai readies his next serve. Even if I did get that one serve, the reality situation hasn't changed. I would have to repeat that 3 more times to win the game. Doing so without him to score, no matter how I look at it, it's impossible. But if it's the only way to win, there's nothing else I can do. Crap, I lost my focus already serving. This is bad. Wham! The ball flies straight into the net. Fault. Did he just make a mistake? Murasaki-senpai seems somewhat shaken. What just happened? Could he be... Senpai immediately prepares to serve again. His whole body looks tense. His face is scrunched up in a look of anger. The ball hits outside of the serve zone. Double fault. 30 love. Hit. What just happened? Could this be an unforeseen consequence of my return ace just now? I see, of course, I was so focused on how much he'd improved that I forgot. Even though he's a pro, Murasaki-senpai has only just joined the Major Tour. He doesn't have all that much experience over me, so of course he's still used to dealing with some adverse scenarios. He knows just as well as I do that the first point is the most important in a game. It sets up the whole pace for that game. If the point is suddenly taken from him with the return ace of all things, he is bound to suffer from severe mental stress. And now that I think of it, even though he was clearly the better player, he spent the whole week seeing me catch up to him, bit by bit, tenaciously returning his shots. It's reached a point where I can't push him around. Psychological war, not really. But like, the psychological effects of thinking that you're higher in a skill than someone else, and then seeing them over a week get this much better. Yeah, no shit that's gonna make you feel like oh. Of course something like that would be stressful. No matter how good you are on flat bullet you may be, no one can stay composed for that long. So this is my way out. I just have to take advantage of Murasaki-senpai's current stress to win. He raises the next serve. I can tell that he's severely lowered the difficulty. This time the ball goes in, but it's so slow that I have an easy time catching up to it. Normally I return to the farthest point of the court, but with the way he is right now, perhaps a body shot could rattle him even further. I decide Miramose was striking the ball, send it flying right towards Murasaki-senpai. He freezes for a second and he's too sluggish. He managed to move out of the way, but he can't position himself properly. His shot hits the net. 40 love. Even coach is astounded. A body shot isn't normally all that effective. Its main purpose is to add stress to your opponent, and even then, it isn't all that successful. But used against someone who's already out of their game, Murasaki-senpai grips his racket tightly and lifts it up in the air. For a second, it looks like he might smash it into the ground, but he stops, puts a hand to his chest and breathes in deeply. 15 seconds. Coach calls the time. If Murasaki-senpai takes 10 more seconds to make his serve, he will be issued a warning. Murasaki, it's a warning, you know. Murasaki-senpai ignores him. He stays rooted to his spot, breathing deeply. He's using his warnings right now to fix his altered mind state. Then, am I in trouble? Murasaki, it's a time violation now. I'm issuing you a fault. Murasaki can just ignore him. What is he doing? 15 seconds. 10 more seconds until he's issued a double fault. If that happens, I'll be winning the game. Murasaki-senpai opens his eyes and moves to his spot, signaling to the coach that he's ready. He grips the ball in his hand, tosses it to serve. Wham! It's fast. It's unbelievably fast. I can't even react to it. The ball just soars past me. What? Coach gasps when I look over to him and holding the radar gun. 225 kilometers per hour? That's 15 kph over his previous best. Oh, really? Then it must be a personal best. Nice. Murasaki-senpai doesn't seem the least bit surprised by it. He turns to stare at me and our eyes make contact. That look. That's the same look he gave me during our first match, right before his play at a serious level up. I haven't seen that look before the match or since. Could this be... looks like you're in a pinch now. Ken Misasaki appears right behind me, scaring the crap out of me. Sasaki-san, what are you? Look a little aside and see Keisuke standing next to him, looking grumpy. Our eyes meet for just a second, he looks away. Is our match already over? Oh, wait, what do you mean? Why am I in a pinch? He looks through the distant look. Is this guy always so dispirited? I'm sure even you can tell. Kato's switch has been flipped. I doubt you can handle him when he's like this. Are you saying he's been playing seriously so far? No, he's definitely been serious. He isn't the type to play around, but... sometimes he just seems to play even better. His reactions improve, his shots suddenly have more weight, his legs seem to carry him even faster. It's enough to overwhelm even me. He would certainly be ranked much higher if he could play like that every game. Wait, you're kidding, right? You're telling me he can play even better than before? What was the meaning of everything I did until now? Are you saying I can't win anymore? No way. Hey, Kenmo, what the hell are you doing? Bystanders are supposed to be interrupting the match. Yeah, sorry about that. Sasaki-san turns to me one last time and his face then looks very grim. Good luck. You're gonna need it. No way. Once I get back in position, play resumes once more. Sasaki-san's words keep echoing in my head. Could Murasaki-senpai improve that much? Is that sort of thing even possible? Murasaki-senpai tosses the ball into the air and immediately hits it way before it's finished rising. Quick serve? Crap, I'm completely caught by surprise. There's no way I can return it. The ball hits the wide mark, and just like before, I'm left astounded. 228 kph. You've really outdone yourself now. 40 to 30. Wasn't expecting a quick serve of all things. Shit, I have to find a way to turn this around. The flow of the match was swaying my way, has now completely turned in the opposite direction. If I don't do something fast,
You alright, Michimi? That was not his voice. You alright, Michimi? Yes, I'm sorry. Ready when you are. Crap, this isn't the time to be standing around a daze. I have to do something. For now, just focus on the serve. Engrave his image in your right eyes. Read every detail of it. If I can react even 1 second, 1 millisecond faster, then surely... Huh? What's this? What is this feeling? Everything... My eyes begin to focus much faster than before. My vision just became much clearer. I can see Senpai move with such clarity. It's going to be wide. It starts moving on its own. Before I notice it, I'm at the ball's destination before he's past the net. Get! I can hear something I shouldn't. With all the blood rushing to my head, I could swear I heard him gasping in surprise. Honestly, I'm just as surprised as you are. My body has a mind of its own. I swing with all I've got and hit the ball back with a wide. The ball escapes to the side with a slice. Its low bounce making it even more difficult. To reach. What the? I hear Kenma-san gasp. This is the most emotion I've heard in his voice all day. Senpai dashes to the ball and so I should hit it over. Still, I can easily reach it. My body moves before I even have to think. What is going on with me? I hit the ball back in a rally ensues. Senpai and I are locked into a match of ground strokes. This is odd. I can tell that he's reaching faster than before, but I can still keep up. Reacting. For some reason, even though he's easily overwhelmed me before, we are now on even footing. My body feels much lighter than before, and I seem to be acting much faster now. What is this? Senpai cuts one of my shots with a slice and tries to go toward the net. I react almost instantly and return the ball with a deep lob. He has time to jump back to reach, but ends up stuck on baseline again. As long as I keep him coming up, I should be able to handle him. Still, this fast pace is exhausting. I'm not sure how long I can keep this going for. How long has the rally even lasted? 20 shots? 30? I'm not even sure anymore. Senpai goes towards the ball and gets ready for the slice. Is he going to try and reach the net again? Wait, some of his posture is off. There it is again. What is this? I'm almost straining my eyes, but I can make it out. He's not going for a slice. It's fake. He's going for a drop shot. Go, 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 go! Holy shit. I start running before the wall is even hit. My body immediately reacts to what I see. I surprise even myself with how fast I went. I managed to reach the ball and instinctively tap it over. I returned the drop shot with a drop shot. When I look up to the Murasaki-senpai was late in his reaction. Please score. Murasaki-senpai jumps with all his might, his chest hitting the floor with a resounding thud. Still, he's a second too late. The ball taps twice, scoring me the point. Everyone goes silent. For just a second, it's like everyone's voices got stolen. No one dares to even make a sound. Yes! With my fists up, punch there with all my might. The crowd erupts and cheers, nearly making me deaf. Game, set, and match. We'll meet Jamiya, 7-5. As expected, I didn't stand a chance. I barely even move, let alone play a full set. In the end, I could only take one set from Murasaki-senpai, and I never managed to beat Sasaki-san. Keiko had even worse. His best score, over all 122 sets, was losing by 6-3. The girls, at their hand, did super well. Saya actually managed to win 10 of her sets. We really do suck in comparison, huh? Coach had to get together to thank the guys for their help. That was like fucking so intense. I swear, my heart was beating so fast there. My lord. Fuck these quick time events, man. With this, our 1 week intensive training program is over. Evan was chatting excitedly. I hope I get to play with you again sometime soon, Michiguchi-san. That was Kaede Shina, currently ranked number 421 in the WTA, and winner of the All Japan Junior 2 years ago. I can't wait for us to play again in a big court with a big audience, Shina-senpai. The girls seem to be getting along remarkably well. Sure, coach, I'll make sure to pass the message if I see him. So where Moramaya is concerned, seems the coach still treats Murasaki-senpai as a student even after he's become a well-established pro player. The timing for your drop shot is too slow. You're giving your opponents ample time to true react. You should try fixing that. Yeah, anything else? Can't be sure if those two are having a conversation or fighting. I really can't believe they've been here for a week. I'm a wreck and barely stand, yet I feel oddly satisfied. Oh, Alex! Murasaki-senpai. Next time I won't lose. You'll see. You won over 40 sets and you're upset about the single set you lost. Who says I'll let you? Still, these things are okay every once in a while. The guys say goodbye to us one last time and leave for their van. This week I'm buying a Flash, huh? I feel a little cheated. Junkin's walking next to me as we head home. Since Soichi said today's practice would still go on for a while, Junkun and I ended up going home together. He apparently lives close by. I thought I could just see a bunch of matches, but it ended up just being 2 sets. Didn't you watch Keikun's matches as well? I did, but I couldn't pay attention to both matches at the same time, could I? Plus, sure, it's more fun to watch, too. To think you would actually win that set against Murasaki-san. My heart was beating so fast with excitement. I couldn't help but laugh. Junkun is so easy to get along with, he sets my mind at ease. As long as I can deal with bouts of excess energy, he's really nice to be around. Well, I did try my hardest so I'd get the win. Junkun laughs too. We finally reached my house. I can't even begin to describe how relieved I am that my legs don't give out on the way over. Is this it? Yeah, wanna come in? No, I'm fine. See you next week. See ya. Ah, sweet AC. Thank God someone left it on. I dropped my bag on the floor and it made me fall down on the couch. The lights go in my room, but there's no way my leg can carry me upstairs right now. Home already? Hi, Aki. I'm exhausted. Could you draw me a bottle of green tea? I can, but I thought you hated green tea. I do, but I can't ignore that it helps my body relax and recover. If you say so, I'll be right back. I sit upright on the couch and let myself relax. Again with this outfit. This is something I'd fucking wear, good grief. Aki hands me a small green tea bottle and sits next to me. You said special training of yours over? Sweet refreshing liquids. Yeah, Senpai and others have already left for America again. How'd you go? Did you manage to win something on the last day? Of course, I haven't keep my Aki up to date on my daily scores. I actually managed to take a sip from Murasaki-senpai, that was mostly luck. Oh, that's awesome! You actually won against a pro. Like I said, it was only a set. You still won all the others. Yeah, but it's still progress. Can't really argue with that. By the way, Aki, why'd you come home so soon? Oh, the club was closed today. They're using their court to host a junior tournament. Oh, if I had known, I might have tried participating. Though that would have been possible considering how tired I am right now. Aki looked at me in expectation. So, Aniki will be able to come on Sunday? What? Alright, Aki's club is having a little gathering for the younger players' benefit. Sure, I'll go, I just can't promise I'll be able to do much, my whole body hurts. It's fine, they'll probably just ask you to show a few shots and that'll be it. Really, it shouldn't take long. Okay, then I guess I won't worry about it. Got on my courage and decided to climb the stairs toward my bedroom. Oh, I love my bed. Just lying down and I can already feel myself getting drowsy. It's a good thing I showered before coming home. 49 minutes of a day. Yeah, we're in day 4. Honestly though, I don't know how accurate that whole thing where his like focus and like reaction time like that. I don't know if that's actually something that happens, but that was fucking cool. That was awesome. I still can't believe how many players were invited to Aki's club though. I had somehow hoped that Kitayama, current Kante number 3, and Tanabe, current Japan number 1, would be there, but in the end I was the only seeded player to show up. Talk about disappointing. The coaches asked us to talk about our plans for the future, where I was the only one to sincerely say I wanted to go pro. After about 4 hours of showing off shots and a few rallies here and there, they finished up the lecture and we were dismissed. I somehow feel a little cheated. What should I do for the rest of the day? I don't feel like going home. It's only 10 a.m. My phone's ringing. Hello? I can hear a faint gasp on their side, followed by the sound of a clearing throat. Hello? Who is this? That voice. June? Okay, yes, it's me, June. His voice perked up considerably. Suichi-san gave me your phone number last week. So I was just lounging around my house, and he beats around the bush quite a bit, so I'm pretty nervous to be speaking on the phone. Well, you said you were free this weekend, so I was wondering if you, wanted to hang out or something? Just wondering what I want to do with myself today. Sure, that sounds like it'd be fun. How we call Suichi too? Oh, yes, it's gonna come right after inviting you. Okay, then, do you mind if I invite someone else? By all means, do. The more the merrier. Hearing this excited voice did wonders to my mood. This Sunday, someone just got much better. Well, time to get cracking. I'll try you and Kate gonna call. Similar to the talk that we had last week. I think it would make him feel better if we made more of an effort to include him. I never really considered it before, but now that I think of it, he only ever hung out with us when Saya was around. I guess he just feels out of place when she's around. Of course, it's a stupid notion. Kate couldn't surround with all of us, but that does nothing to dispel his concern, so I'd rather address it. Yes? Keikun's voice echoed clean the other side of the lot. Keikun, it's me, Alex. Oh, Alex-san, good morning. What can I do for you? Too formal. We're organizing a group outing. Want to join us? Sounds interesting. When is it? Mischievous idea comes to mind. Now. What, now? Yes, hurry up. You're gonna be late. Wait a minute. And went through a tunnel. Oh man, I hope we go down. I'm gonna break into a fit of laughter. Now I have to wait until he calls me back. 3, 2, 1. Yes, who is it? I missed feign ignorance. Don't just hang up on someone like that! Able to back any further, I burst to laugh in the middle of the street. Well, at least he's not being super polite and formal anymore. So I achieved my objective. Quit making fun of me! So where are we meeting? Coming to think I forgot to ask June where we were meeting. Alex-san? For the time being, just meet me in front of the station close to school. For the time being? You have no clue where we're going, do you? Come on, Kei-chan, where's your adventurous spirit? Keikun sighs on the other end of the line. Senpai, please spare your antics. Fine, I'll meet you there in an hour. Also, don't call me Kei-chan. Mission acquire Keikun was successful. Okay. I think I'll try calling June again and ask about the meeting place. Alex-san? Jun, I've already invited the other guys. Any like talking to Suichi? Yes, he said he was free. Which reminds me... Yes? I kind of forgot to set a meeting place, didn't I? I'm sorry. I panicked and told him we were being in front of the station close to school. I hope that's okay for you because I... Slow down. It's fine. I told Keikun to meet me there too, so everything turned out okay. Ah, what a coincidence. Okay then. What did you ask? When did you ask to meet us? He said he'd be there in an hour. I'll probably be a little early since I'm already out of my house anyway. You're not home? Nah, I just got a lecture at my little brother's tennis club. I see. That's good then. I'll be there in about an hour too. See you then. See ya. About 20-minute walk to the station. How should I kill time until then? Guess I'll just take a look at the stores nearby. Even after browsing the shops in the area, I still got here 10 minutes early. Well, there's nothing left for me to do, so I'll just wait patiently until they arrive. I swear. They're late! It's 11:15? What's taking them so long? Oh, Alex-san! I hear June's voice calling me. Is that a fucking Keyblade? That's a fucking Keyblade. Oh my god. Kingdom Hearts. Oh god. I see him waving frantically amidst a group of people. Sorry I kept you waiting. I had to call Suichi-san for help because I got lost. You really should have offered to pick him up, Alex. This sense of direction is totally hopeless. Well, good to see them getting along at least. Hey! Keikun has completely curtained to the point. Wait, I'm not surprised that Suichi met June on the way, but wouldn't someone drive you over here? Why? Just because I'm rich to have a chauffeur? It's not what I meant, sorry. Keikun sighs. It's fine, sorry to be so snappy. I just had to deal with some family issues last night and couldn't get much sleep. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't home when you called. I was running some errands in Daigo Street. That's 2 streets away from where I was. Oh, is that so? Too bad you didn't mention it. Might have come over to meet you. Did I just wait alone this whole time for no reason at all? Anyway, what are you gonna do? You didn't seem to have a plan when we were booking the phone. I don't. This wasn't my idea. Well, whose idea was it? I look at June, who's happily humming a song while spacing out. Keikun follows my gaze. What? Kobayashi, you're kidding? What? Mention of their name, June snaps back to reality, opening with gravity. June, everybody's here already. What'd you have in mind for us? Nothing at all. What? Well, that was, not what. Good grief, I read that wrong. I'll make you see the look in their faces, it's priceless. Oh, senpai, did you know we had nothing planned out? Yeah, I guessed. Then why didn't you say something then? This is fine, we'll just think of something now. Cut that out, will you? What if I had something better to do? You wouldn't expect a last-minute invitation to go without even knowing the plans. Suichi cuts in with a gleeful smile, apparently taking pleasure in pointing this out. As always, he's pretty quick to compose. Fine, you have points. So, what are we gonna do then? Everyone goes silent. Someone say something! You're taking this way too seriously, Rishihara. We're supposed to be having fun. Yeah, let's just think of something fun to do. Their incredible go-with-the-flow attitude sees Keikun completely defeated, sagging his shoulders in defeat. Fine, whatever you say. It's pointless to argue anyway. By the way, Alex-san, what do you mean you guessed you hadn't thought of anything? Isn't it obvious? Jun is kind of an airhead. He stares at me in shock. Then don't just casually go along with it. Sorry, Keikun, making fun of you is just too funny. Almost lunchtime, we can look for some places to eat before everything gets too packed. We could window shop afterwards. Suichi ignores Keikun's fit and continues as if nothing is happening. It seems like a good idea, I'm hungry. Don't just ignore me. Forget it, I'd have more luck talking to a wall. I know a pretty nice place nearby. No offense, but I think I'll veto any suggestion you make. Why? You really have to ask why. Anything you choose would be hopelessly expensive. Nonsense. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it certainly isn't that expensive. You come from a billionaire family that thinks in 18,000 yen per kilo ice cream is cheap. Okay, I don't know how much that is, but okay. Do I need to remind you spent over 6,000 yen last week on 2 scoops of ice cream? Seriously? That's impressive. That isn't expensive! Well, that's to be expected. You have no idea how much regular people like us make, do you? Oh god, here we go again. What are you talking about? Doesn't your father make a lot of money too? My father makes a decent amount, yes. He invests most of it in a trust fund and only spends the bare minimum. My allowance is lower than Alex's. Really? What about you, Kobayashi-san? My family is poor. Huh? You just said it's like it's nothing impressive. How'd you get into our school then? It certainly isn't the cheapest. I received a full scholarship, so I joined the music program. Though I later found out there isn't much of a program. Keikun looks away defeated. I know a cafe around here is pretty decent, also cheap. We could go there as long as His Highness is okay with that, with being served commoners' food. I half expect Keikun to see the food they serve and say, "How dare you serve me such filth?" I wouldn't do that. We all laugh. Well, at least we're getting to lose a bit, via extreme annoyance. Oh, shut up, I'll go. It's decided. Lead the way, Suichi-san. Oh, wait. They'll turn around at the last second. What is it, Alex? We forgot to invite Saya. Keikun looks like he's finally knows, and suddenly it looks like his blood is drained from his face. No, we didn't. I called her and she didn't answer her phone. Oh, really? It's a Sunday. She's obviously still in bed. No, now that you mention it, she does tend to sleep whenever she can. Don't scare me like that. Michiguchi-san would kill me if I forgot about her. How come? She told me to always invite her when I go out with you two. She said she wanted to avoid you making fun of me. Now I see what she meant. Don't be a child. Do you really need Saya to defend you from the big bad bullies? Shut up! Just get going already. My god. Suichi takes us to a small restaurant a couple blocks away from the station. Wow, this place looks really nice. We take our seats in a booth far from the entrance. Isn't it? I come every often since I always get home pretty late. I guess now that your dad's out of town, you don't have anything preferred for you when you get back, huh? Dad preparing food. You just get home and order something for the two of us, but yeah, now it's out, it's just me. Suichi-san, you only with your father? Yes, is that strange? What about your mother? Oh, is she... No, nothing like that. My parents got divorced when I was still in middle school. I've been living alone with my dad ever since. I hate you. I hate you, game. I hate you, game. I hate you, game. The exact opposite with me. I've been living with my mom, like, since 2017, around that area. Like, God. Got divorced in, like, 2015, I think. Ah, is that so? I thought there was a more exciting story behind it. What exactly were you thinking about? Dead mother? That isn't exactly exciting, it's just downright sad. Still, divorce is too cliche. Oh, fucking shut up. Yeah, sorry my life isn't exciting enough for you. Maybe you should tell us your story next. Maybe. Good day, how may I serve? Yeah? Suichi chuckles, trying his hardest to choke his laughter. He's the only person in the stable that doesn't seem to be at all surprised by the situation. What are you guys doing here? I could ask you the same question. We tried calling you on your phone, but you didn't pick up. You work here? Wait, this restaurant. This is a maid cafe, isn't it? Suichi starts laughing uncontrollably. Suichi, you did this on purpose, didn't you? Saya's cheeks are so red it overpowers the color of her fur. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Well, at least he's just having fun. I'm like, Saya, it looks like she might just murder us. So, Michiguchi-san works at the maid cafe, huh? What is this place even called? I didn't bother checking the name. Saya starts tucking her shirt as if trying to get it to go down a couple more legs. Her other hand clutching her chest, she looks away, blushing furiously. Bunny's nest. This time, Keiko is not having to stifle his laughter. His face immediately flushes red as he tries desperately tries to hold it back. Kid-chan, don't laugh. No, I'm sorry. It's just the name is too much. Since when has Saya been working here? Yeah, this outfit searched you well, Michiguchi-san. Oh, you too, Kobayashi-kun. Saya crosses her arms, trying her best to shield herself from her view. Although June looks like he actually meant it instead of simply trying to tease her. How long have you been working here? Since our first year of high school. What, for real? How did no one ever find out? Pretty surprising, huh? Not at all the sort of thing you'd imagine Saya-chan doing. Oh no. Oh no, the death glare. Saya's gaze turns into a glare, most of it pointed right at Suichi. Why do I feel like that was supposed to be an insult? How'd you even find this place, Arati? It looks so normal and forgettable from the outside. The kind of shop I just walked past at a glance. It was by coincidence. I got out of practice pretty late, and this was the only place that was still open. Yeah, we're usually open pretty late so we can snag customers leaving their night jobs. Her shoulders snag, she finally gives up on any chance of retaining her dignity. I just know for a fact I'll tease her relentlessly over this for quite a while still. Oh, right. She straightens herself up, clearing her throat and standing upright once more. I'm still on the clock, I don't have time to be goofing around. So, Masters, what you'll... Oh my god. That was fast. It's like she's a completely different character. This is actually nice. I think I might start coming here more often.
Master, you're so funny. Sai is still laughing, so he leans towards Keikun. Listen here, you didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything, you don't know anything. If you ever breathe a word about this to anyone, I will make you run 1,000 laps around campus. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Master, what will you be having? Cakes are delicious, you know. Oh, but growing boys like you need meat, right? How about the steak? Everything about her acting feels fake and wrong. Even though I can't really fault the acting itself, like, it's just that having known her for years already, this just looks so wrong. But I'm sure she could fool strangers into thinking she has a peppy little maid girl. I pity the fool that buys into this act. Well, it doesn't really matter now. I came here to not serve as an acting critic. Everything on the menu looks so good, I just can't pick.
Well, I already know what I'll be having.
Soba noodles.
Ding, 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 we have a winner.
That's not much of a surprise, you always get soba.
I like routine, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, you guys serve curry.
Yep, our curry's the best in town. Sorry, Chaya, but the cutesy act coming from you is disturbing. Have you ever eaten curry? I can't picture someone like you eating curry.
My mom used to make it for me when I was a kid. Been years since I last had it, though. Well, I guess that means they're tired of having the curry. I'll order some soba. What about you, June?
I guess I'll try the gyoza. Gyoza Donburi. It's the cheapest thing on the menu. Don't worry, Kobayashi. Our gyoza don is the best. You're saying that about everything on the menu. Well, it's the truth. Statistically unlikely. Well, anyway, we'll be right back with your orders, Masters. Wait, what about my order? What are you talking about? It observed their mask of jolly good customer service for a second, leering down at it with an unfriendly expression.
Your order? That's a good joke. As if you're not going to take an hour just to pick something.
Yeah, I can't keep waiting forever. I don't take that long to choose.
Last time we went to the ramen shop to go to your house, it took you half an hour just to decide on the toppings.
I'll have you know that ramen is a form of art. You can't just throw random toppings at it.
Sure, whatever you say. Sorry, Chum, please bring us our order.
I'm fine.
So you're copying Urashihara, huh? Couldn't you at least choose something less generic? This coming from the plain soba guy, now that's rich. Hey, at least soba has centuries-long tradition to refine, being prepared by the best noodle artists in Japan. Curry is just a Japanese version of an Indian dish. It still had to be created and refined. You're just prioritizing the soba because of the national dish.
Seriously, you two are going to fight over food now? Masters, quiet please, we do have other customers. Upon Sai's prompting, they scan across the restaurant to find that most of the dining tables are staring at us with annoyed faces.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll be right back with your orders. Everyone nods. Before I forget. Soichi, if you ever pull this sort of stunt again, I'll let everyone know about your little secret. Am I clear, you little bastard? The aura of violence around her is so strong it's hard to feel cornered just by being nearby her.
Soichi immediately shrinks back in his seat, quaking in fear.
Okay, please just wait for a little bit.
Soichi is still quaking in terror after Saya leaves. I could feel myself losing a few years of my life.
What's this secret she's talking about anyways, though?
Nothing, it's nothing at all. No, I don't know. From the look on your face, look on his face, I'd say it's probably something monumental. Shut up. You denying it more so vehemently only makes us want to know even more.
That's not my problem. And you won't mind if we sniff around to find out what you've been hiding, do you?
What? Oh, I bet he has some girlfriend he's been hiding.
Maybe Soichi's on his day in a beautiful college-age big sister type and doesn't want anyone to find out.
Wait a sec.
I see, Soichi is sly dog.
Would you all just shut up? See, not fun when you're the one being made fun of all the time, right? Shut up already, I'm sorry, okay?
I think the one you should be apologizing to is Michiguchi-san. She didn't seem at all happy to see us here.
Yeah, if Saya went to the trouble of hiding this far from us for this long, then she surely didn't want you bringing everyone here.
Alright, I'll apologize once your shift is over. Do you think she tells about the secret he's hiding? Don't you dare.
Sweetie, everyone's looking at us. Ugh. This is what I wish you to shout. And all the neighboring tables are looking, staring at us, staring to sound like we're a bunch of freaks. Okay, I just have a thing to say. I think I know what this secret is. I think I know. I think I do. Considering I've, like, played this before and my memory serves, I know what it is. It's a juicy one, too. It's a juicy boy.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Managed to mutter an apology, his face completely red.
We might just go an aneurysm if we keep this up. I say we go for it. Shut up.
It actually sounds like it might be fun.
Not you too.
Sweetie, control your voice. He frees his skin to see if any dares look in our way again. Once he ascertains they are not, he relaxes.
What are you guys doing to me? Think of it as divine punishment. If it were divine, it wouldn't be coming from you three devils.
3, am I a devil too?
Don't play coy, you joined them in teasing me.
I did?
What? June, you need to be a little more self-aware.
June blinks in confusion. You don't need to keep whispering, you know.
I don't want to risk it. Little doggy here is too much of a good boy to disturb their patrons. What'd you say, you bastard? There, I fixed him.
It's not often this way she gets toyed around like this. And KQ just hit a nerve right now. Maybe... Stop. Alright, enough already. Well, it would truly be deserved for him to suffer teasing humiliation apart with what he caused Saya. I don't have the heart to do that to him. Come on, K-Kun, stop that. A restaurant's the real place to do this kind of stuff.
You're bailing him out already? Come on, at least let me mess with him a little.
If we were in Pride, I might have, but I don't want to cause a scene in public. Just leave him alone for now, okay?
It's fine when he does it.
Yeah, I can see how it would be a little shitty. It's true that this is a double standard. Sorry, K-Kun, I'll try to keep an eye to avoid situations like this happening to you in the future, too.
Thanks, Alex.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for their patrons. Sweetie chuckles, a soft voice carrying to the air like music.
Still, thanks.
I shrug. Alright, it's ready. Be careful, it's piping hot. She flips her plates on the table. Shall I bring anything for drink? Surprised how fitting this mild manner attitude is to her. How should I put it? I guess if I forget her true character, I could actually be fooled by this act. Yeah, it doesn't seem out of place at all when I think like that. I have this again soon, masters. As relieved Saya waves at us with a smile on her face. I swear, if any of you come here again, I'll... Though it does little to hide her malicious aura. My god. I love it. We go back to the main street, in front of the station. All 3 route choices are just here. All 3 of these guys. Just, wow, it seems like we just rush hours. Many people keep pouring out of the station. The streets up until now had only a couple passers-by here and there, now packed with endless waves of people. Jun starts fidgeting and comfortably walking closer to me than before. His hand keeps brushing up against my arm multiple times.
Are you alright, Kobayashi-san? You seem a bit on edge.
Kei seems to be more mindful of Jun than you normally expect him to be. He keeps shooting curious glances at the tiger every few seconds.
No, that's right. I forgot that Junku doesn't deal well with crowds. Seriously?
Oh crap, I think I remember saying something like that when we first met. We should probably find a quieter place so we can relax. He's just looking around. This is one of those situations where his crazy height makes him useful, since he can easily see over the mass of people.
Wow, there's a sweet shop over there that's almost empty. We could go there for a while. Are you sure you're not saying this because you want to eat some sweets?
Nothing wrong if I'm sort of busy with a little pleasure.
Oh god, that sounded so incredibly wrong.
Well, good to see they're at least enjoying themselves. Meanwhile, Juno's grab-hold arm is now squeezing it tightly. What's with this crazy strong crap? I think he's cutting the blood flow to my arm. Whatever you do it fast before this living tourniquet makes me lose my arm. Shuichi chuckles, grabbing hold of June's shirt collar and dragging him towards the store. And in the process, I get dragged along with them because June refused to let go of my arm. By the time we eat, we manage to squeeze our way through the crowded people into the shop. Both June and I are almost seeing stars. Junkun? Junkun, it's okay. You can open your eyes now.
Nyeh.
June finally snaps out of it, looking around in confusion.
Where are we?
Shuichi took us into a nearby store. Now, would you please look at my arm? I can't feel my arm.
Ah.
Trying to notice the fact there's just a death grip on my arm and releases it. I can feel it. I can feel my arm again. Oh, happy day.
Sorry, I'm not good with crowds.
No kidding. June rubs his cheeks in embarrassment. Come on, none of that matters now, since we're here in this beautiful star anyway. So he starts rubbing his hand, looking like one of those stereotypical scheming that you've seen in really bad action flicks. Excuse me, can I have 3 green tea flavored rice cakes? Thank you. He hands the bill to the clerk and takes a small bag with the sweets. Ah! June whimpers as Shuichi start eating. Shuichi notices it immediately. Do you want some?
No, I don't want to impose.
It's no imposition. Here, take one. Shuichi walks up to June, handing him one cake with a big smile on his face.
Well, if you're really offering, then I guess.
He tries to nonchalantly play it off as if it weren't a big deal, even though his face easily gives it away.
So good.
Urashihara, you want one too? I'll pass. I can't stand Japanese sweets. Keegan stares at the rice cake with a measure of disgust that I didn't think was possible from him. Plus, if you only have one left, then you should be offered Alex-san first.
As if
He hates green tea with a passion.
It's true, I really do.
Not emphasis blunt, looking down at green tea tree with the disgust equal to Keisuke's. Shuichi finishes eating both of his sweets and puts the bag in the trash. Dusting his hand, he does so. Well, I guess we should be going.
Nah, we can't stay just a little longer?
June asks, half pleading. Shuichi looks to at least be considering it. Well, if it's Shuichi we're talking about, then his recipe will probably be... There's the karaoke just around the corner, how about we go there? Suggesting something nearby so we can please June. Yep, just as easy to as always.
Aren't karaoke places kinda expensive?
It's fine, if the forest pitch in, we can get a room for a couple hours dirt cheap. Oh, I'm surprised you know about that. You go to karaoke often? Every now and then.
I'm looking forward to seeing you sing, Urashihara-san.
No, I don't sing in public. Don't say that. What are you gonna be doing if you're not gonna take part? I'm gonna make fun of how bad you are, isn't that obvious? Trying to pick a fight? Okay, let's not cause another scene in public, shall we? They seem to have complied for the time being, even though they continue glaring at one another. Good grief, it's like walking around with a bunch of 5th graders. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go get a drink because I am needing one severely. I will be back in a minute or two. Oh, jeez. Hello, Roy, I'm back, and I have my water, so I'm go for now. Fucking hell. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, okay.
Wow, this place is so pretty, even has air conditioning.
June runs up to the air conditioner and shows his face in front of the main fan.
So cool!
Oh my god. He does know it's just a regular fan, right?
I don't think he cares about the difference right now.
The rapidly spinning blades distort his voice, making it sound robotic. Oh yeah, that whole part of like fans. Three of us watch in astonishment as his childish delight over common objects comes out in full force.
Is this the karaoke?
No, it's not. He touches a black box that is. Oh. That is standing below a giant plasma screen and immediately lights up.
Ah, did I break it?
Oh, this one has touch buttons. The place I usually go to doesn't have them yet.
Tachi Batan?
Seems that the English has stumped him quite a bit. Touch button. That means instead of having to actually press down a Google button, it starts to recognize your touch instead.
Whoa, so high tech.
Well, it's true this enthusiasm puts us all in a better mood. Not really, it's pretty average. Most DVD and Blu players nowadays use those. It's pretty new for karaoke machines, though, especially commercial ones. After all, due to the heavy workload, they have to be sure they're durable. They can't just cram in new features. True. Deacon sits down at the desk, seat closest to the air conditioning machine, picking up the portable tablet screen that shows the music list. So, who's going to...
Me, let me go first.
Junior crawls over Keikun, pressing his face so close to his that they near almost touch. Wow. Keikun jumps back in his seat, completely taken aback. Alright, here, take it, here's the controller. Keikun hands him the device.
How do I use this?
June taps the pen at different places, making the TV flash a bunch of random lists. Give this to me. Unable to watch anymore, Keikun snatches the controller from his hand and puts it back on the song selection screen. Just choose a song and I'll play it for you.
Okay. Yay.
Jun's singing is so full of passion and excitement it's more than clear that he's just focused on not singing perfectly and is just trying to have fun. Even though his voice is nothing to write home about, his natural charisma makes you enjoy watching him. In the corner of my eye, I see Keikun tapping his hand on his legs to the rhythm, silently watching as well. Sweet Cheese merrily humming alongside the music. It seems he also likes this song quite a bit. It's a nice atmosphere. Eventually, June's song ends. He sits down, huffing and puffing.
That was a lot more draining than I thought.
But did you have fun?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Look, the machine's giving you a score now. They give out scores? The newer ones do. Machine reads, calculating your score. Please wait for a few seconds. June shifts closer to the screen, waiting impatiently for it. Then the screen blinks. Your score is 71. Congratulations, what it says.
Just 71? Boo, let me try again.
Let other people have their turn. I'm sure he didn't mean to, but Keikun's voice just now was a bit more stern than necessary, not to mention his eyes. Sorry. He immediately knows how it affected June, though, making sure to apologize promptly. He leans back on his seat, uncomfortable. Well... Seems like Suichi's at a loss. What was that about? Oh, Rutara, could it be that you want to sing? No. I see what's gonna happen, but even before it happens. Okay, then, you sing. Me? No way. Then how about a competition? Keikun's eyes are merely turned towards Suichi. Slowly turns his head in his direction. What do you have in mind? I don't know if I should congratulate Suichi on manipulating Keikun that easily. We each sing a song, then we'll have these two decide who is best singer. The loser has to buy lunch for the winner. That all? It's a pretty boring winning prize. Not all of us are rich, you know. So you're saying you're afraid of losing? I can't do this voice for him anymore. I'm going to change it. What's with the scary face? What's the face? It's scary. I'm saying it's a possibility. Keikun's eyes narrow as he considers the idea. He silently muses over it for seconds before. Don't regret it when you lose. Suichi smiles again. Keikun stands in place, gripping the microphone tightly in his hands. Oh my god, it is so cute. I'm sorry, he's amazing. I love him. Somehow he looks far more imposing with that mic in his hands. The song starts playing. It's a rock song that does not match at all with the image of Casey out of my head. I thought he'd pick something more classical sounding. As the air starts getting more and more tense, I feel the screen indicating that the vocals will begin in a few seconds. Instinctively hold my breath. Oh, I love it. I love the art changes. It's so good. The fact they made a separate CG just for their reaction, because he looks the same. That shows effort and that they actually care. Keisuke's voice echoes through the room, causing a crashing against us like countless waves. From seemingly nowhere, his voice starts to scream out a song, spilling it all out with so much power. It's like the air of us exploded, unable to react. I just stand there in a daze. And I look to the side to see both Soichi and Jun gaping at him, both as surprised as I am. Keikun continues to sing with so much confidence, as if this sort of thing was natural for him. The song shifts into chorus. His voice goes even higher. I'm surprised he can make those sounds with his voice. He's always so inexpressive when talking. Before I notice the song has ended, Keikun places the microphone back at the table and sits down on the couch, not bothering to look for his score. Out of curiosity, I peer at the screen. Your score is 100%. Congratulations, you've achieved a max score. Are you for real? I don't even know what to say. What is there to say? Wow. Soichi, too, looks completely flabbergasted. He keeps staring at the screen, not taking his eyes off out of the big golden 100 written on it. Keisuke-san, that was amazing! We both caught by surprise when Jun almost screams that line out, making us both jump on our seats. Keisuke doesn't look too surprised. In fact, he's been spacing out in his seat until Jun called him. Why didn't you tell us you were such a great singer? Please do more! Encore! Encore! He looks slightly annoyed by Jun's attitude, resorting to decide to show his displeasure, which of course flies by Jun's head. You should totally be a singer. I'm not interested in music. You are. You very much are, he says somewhat harshly. That's such a waste. The only thing I want to do is play tennis. Everything else is nothing but a distraction. You'll have to tell me how you think the new voice is, because I can't do the old one. Even though he says so with such conviction, his eyes are looking away. But... Alright, I guess it's my turn now, right? Jun seemed like he wanted to say more, but Soichi was quick to interject. Probably for the best too, otherwise the mood might have turned irredeemably sour. Let's see, what should I pick then? I only got a 79 this time, boo! Jun was pouting and throwing a fit as he got another score below the 80s. Soichi's too busy laughing at him to care. He nearly knocked down the controller as he thrashed around in his laughing fit. Sheesh, settle down, will you? Keikun stared at them with an amazed expression. I myself am surprised at how lively these two can be. They really get along surprisingly well. But I didn't manage to get a score of 80 single time, and everyone else got a bunch. Come on, you shouldn't rely on a machine to give you your score, singing a score. It's not going to be accurate. Really? Because Keisuke-san got 3 perfect scores in a row. Keikun looks away, seemingly uncomfortable. Well, that much is true. Though it took quite a bit of convincing after he went the first time. I should get him to sync up more times. Imagine our surprise when both of them were pitch perfect and got solid 100 scores. Afterwards, he was too embarrassed by the attention given to him by Jun and refused to sing further. You just need to practice more. You sounded good. He deflects, trying to take the attention away from himself. Well, that's cute, too. No! Still, Jun remained silent for a bit of time. The sound of knocking echoes from the door. Excuse me, your 2 hours will be over in 3 minutes. Would you like an extension? Has it been that long already? Man, time sure flew today. I'm sorry, I can't stay any longer. I need to get back to the estate by 4 p.m. anyway. You live in an estate? Not a problem with that. One problem is your attitude. No, not at all. It just surprised me. Well, that's fine. Oh, is that a hint of red I see in his cheeks? I should probably get going as well. There's some matters I need to look into for the student council board at home.
Suichi-san, you always seem to be doing a lot in the council. Is it that fun to work with them?
Fun? The question seems to catch him by surprise. His face scrunches up for a few seconds before he can recompose himself. I suppose. What do they have you doing this time? Well, they took a few matters out of my hands in the last couple of days. Said I needed some time to myself lately. But I still to check with the city hall about a campaign we're doing to protect the woods close to campus.
Alright, I remember that was a part of your election pitch.
Yeah, that and arranging for more scholarships for areas outside of sports. Junkin was actually the first student I got was to be given a scholarship using the program I proposed.
What, seriously? Does that mean you're the reason I managed to join this school?
Nah, you have your own merits to thank for that. All we did was set things in motion.
That little... I had no idea this project had been accepted already. He's been planning this since I first joined our high school 2 years ago. Can't believe he didn't tell me something like that.
Well, there's still a lot of things that need to be discussed. Well, while I managed to get approval for music scholarships, I haven't gotten their approval of things like debate that are more theoretical. Really, I think I won't be able to see the fruits of my labor while I'm still studying here.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to keep things going for you.
You say that as if you were getting elected next year was already a done deal.
Keiko merely smiles in response.
Anyway, we should get going soon. Our 3 minutes should be close to being over, and I'm afraid they might charge us another hour if we go over a lot of time.
Well, you're right.
All you have to do is talk about being charged money to make June panic.
So easy to read.
Ah yes, a poor person being afraid to spend too much money. So easy to read. Good lord.
Bye-bye.
June waves at the two of them as their backs become further and farther away. We still have quite a bit of daylight for ourselves. I wonder what I should do now.
Alex-san?
Just now my gaze as June raises his hands around my eyes, startling me.
Jeez, what are you doing spacing out in the middle of the day?
You're the last person I want to hear that from. He bursts out laughing uncontrollably. A few passes by, I turn to look at us in curiosity. I feel my cheeks starting to burn hot red. I don't like having this kind of attention. Trying to calm him down, but he continues laughing out loud for the longest time. It's so damn embarrassing.
I'm sorry, I just thought it was really ironic for me to be saying that.
If you're aware of it, then don't say it. He gives me a very wide grin, looking really pleased with himself.
Still, I liked it. I had a lot of fun today, too. Thanks for going out with me, Alex-san.
Oh crap, what is this adorable creature? What sort of response should I have to this? All my mind is going blank. It was nothing. There's just amber out that line, completely conscious that my cheeks are red. See June look at the ground, kicking up a little dirt, a mournful smile on his face.
To be honest, I was feeling a little with pressure lately. There's so much ground I need to cover before I'm ready to take part in piano competitions again. I feel so weak and helpless. You want me to relax. Thanks to you, I feel completely renewed again. I'll make sure to put on a grateful rest next time, so please come watch me.
His smile melts my heart. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. Just tell me the date and I'll come.
Yep, I'll make sure to call Suichi-san and Keisuke-san to thank them properly for going out with us today. Thanks again, Alex-san.
June turns away, waving at me one last time, and starts walking away in large steps, almost hopping around.
See you later.
See ya. Makes me happy to see him walk so merrily on his way. I stand and watch as his back gets further and further away, waiting around until he's completely away from my sight. Could have probably gone with him half the way home if I wanted to, but for some reason I decided to stay around. Maybe I could still look around at some shops. There's still a few hours until I have to go home, and there's nothing for me to do there. Make mind. Pick up mine and start walking the opposite direction. Okay, April 10th, Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it today. I'm gonna stop the video now. We're like an hour, we're over an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah. So you guys will have to tell me which Keisuke voice you prefer, this one or this one, the one that's very pompous sounding. I don't know. You decide, I guess.